Okay. So today we'll start with quadratic equation. Where is my board? Right. Let me open the board. One moment. Yeah. Can you see my board?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I cannot open that. Wait one minute. Okay, fine. So today we are going to start with quadratic equation. We all already have studied about this like polynomial in class 9. So any equation of this form, ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation. Quadratic equation means its degree 2. Its degree 2. Highest power of x is 2. And ABC are called coefficients. Real coefficients we are talking about real quadratic equation. So these are real coefficients. And a cannot be 0 because if a will become 0, this term will vanish. So it will not be any more quadratic equation, right? So a cannot be 0, right? And there is a term discriminant. Capital D. This is defined as b square minus 4ac. Suppose if I take an example, 2x squared minus 3x plus 4, let's say, some random example. So suppose if I want to find the discriminant of this equation, so first, you have to compare this equation and this equation, compare and find the value of a, that is coefficient of x squared, coefficient of x, that is b is 3, right? No, with sign you have to take, this is minus 3, and c is 4. And then you can find d equal to b square minus 4ac. So if b is minus 3 whole square minus 4a and c. This is your whatever value you will get, that is the value of the discriminant, correct? There is a term zeros. Zeros. Zeros means roots.
So is that
Zeros,
minus 2 and 2x squared?
sorry?
Or is it just a tick, sir?
No, that is arrow only.
Okay.
So zeros means roots. Suppose if I say alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. It means that alpha and beta are the roots. So it will satisfy the equation. Roots means, zeros means, if you put alpha and beta in this equation, this will vanish. Vanish means 0. It will become 0. So alpha will satisfy this like this, and beta will satisfy this. Understood? I don't think I don't think you need to write anything, right? These are the basic things that everybody must be knowing. Suppose let's take this quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. Any quadratic, you know that any polynomial will have roots number to its degree, maximum number of roots equal to its degree. So degree of this quadratic equation is 2. So maximum we can have 2 roots for this quadratic equation. That those 2 roots may be real, may be imaginary, right? In a real, like we'll have 2 cases, maybe real and distinct, and maybe real and equal. That will be decided on the basis of the value of discriminant. So finding nature of roots. How will you find nature of roots? So step 1. First thing that we have to do is we have to find determinant. Sorry, discriminant. Find discriminant D equal to b square minus 4ac. Based on the value of discriminant, we will decide whether roots are real or imaginary. So point number 1 is if discriminant is positive, it means that roots are real and distinct. Second thing, if discriminant is 0, it means that roots are real and equal. So this is also the case of perfect square. You can take example like this. See, this is one quadratic equation. You can convert this into perfect square. Why so? See, discriminant is what? B square minus 4ac. So what is B minus 4? You just have to compare by ax square plus bx plus c. So a is what? 1 and b is minus 4, c is plus 4. So b squared minus 4, a and c. You can see this is 16 minus 16, d is 0. So whenever you are required to find or check whether this expression or equation is perfect square or not, we have to prove that discriminant is 0. If discriminant is 0, so you can simply see that this can be written in this form. So this is the perfect square. And you can also see that x equal to 2 is the only root. But we have square, so we can say that 2 comes twice. So both roots are real but same. And third point is if discriminant is negative, it means that roots are not real, means imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Correct? Okay. I don't feel like you need to write this, right? Everybody must be knowing this. Correct? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
IOC, China, Archit, all. Okay, fine. Now, what I'll tell you, that is very important. Graph of, okay, before that, let me tell you one thing. So, see, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. See, this is vertical parabola. We'll also study about the horizontal parabola in coordinate geometry. So this is basically vertical parabola. Its shape will be either vertically upward, or vertically downward. So this is known as this we can call concave upward and concave downward. And this thing, the bottom one or the top one, this is known as vertex of the parabola. So its shape will be parabolic curve, right? So now I'll tell you when this curve will have mouth open vertically upward, and when this curve will have mouth open vertically downward. So that will depend on the sign of A. So A is known as leading coefficient. Leading coefficient, that is coefficient of x squared, that is A. Sign of A will decide the shape of the curve. Case 1, suppose if A is positive, and case 2, if A is negative. If A is positive, if leading coefficient is positive, it will have concave upward shape, and if A is negative, it will have concave downward shape. Okay. I'll now explain three different scenarios in each case. Suppose when A is positive, then we can have three different scenarios. Either the quadratic equation will have both the roots real and distinct. It means that this curve will intersect x-axis at two different points. Roots means what? Value of x. And if like x equal to x1 and x equal to x2 are the roots of the equation, it means that uh, for those value of x, x1 and x2, that equation becomes 0. That is how we find roots. It means that at this point, this is your x1, this is your x2. At these points, this curve will intersect x-axis. Right? We can have another scenario like this. It will simply touch the x-axis. Means both the roots will be real but equal. And one more scenario we can have like this. Here you can see that this curve is neither touching x-axis nor intersecting. It means that there is no interaction between this curve and the x-axis. It means it has no real roots, right? So for this, we can say that discriminant is less than 0. For this, discriminant is 0. And for this, discriminant is positive. So this combination and this combination is used more frequently. Did you understand the meaning of this curve, right? In this, also we can have three scenarios like this. Okay, you can tell, you can think like, sir, why can't we have this curve like this? It also has the same like, concave upward shape, right? We cannot draw this because this is not, I mean, you cannot stop here only. This is ray of light. It will go ahead and it will intersect x-axis. We can have, in this scenario, if you say like, this is neither touching or nor intersecting x-axis, so we can have this curve below x-axis as well. No, that is not possible because it will go ahead because you cannot stop a ray of light, right? So it will go ahead and it will definitely intersect x-axis. So this cannot be the possible case. In this, also we can have three different scenarios. One, intersecting at two different points. So two different real roots. Simply touch x-axis. So both roots are real and same and cannot touch or cannot intersect. So in this case, we have this expression is always negative. So in this case, we have discriminant less than 0, discriminant equal to 0, and discriminant positive. Understood? You have to note it down. Note it down. This is very important, like points. You have to note it down. Archit, you are not writing now?
सर ये पहले आपने लिखवा दिया था तब वो
अच्छा
इंटीग्रेशन
अच्छा अच्छा ओके ओके ठीक है हाँ पहले तुमको मैं लिखवाया हूँ बाद वहां के लोग लिख लो
Done, sir.
Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abrodeep, you noted? Abro.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, okay, see. So we have basically two quadratic equation, real quadratic equation, where ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a cannot be equal to 0, a can have any value, and a, b, c all are real number. There is one more term that is that you will see in question, monic quadratic equation. Monic means leading coefficient 1. Monic means leading coefficient will be 1. In question, you will be said like, we have a monic quadratic equation. Means we have to consider a equal to 1. That is a equal to 1. You have to keep in mind. This is important term. Done? Noted?
Question to give which is the monic coefficient.
Monic quadratic equation. It means that the leading coefficient is 1.
Oh,
So
okay.
we can say that this is your x square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a monic quadratic equation because the leading coefficient is 1.
Okay, got it.
Okay. See. Y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Let me derive one important result. So what I'll do is just I'll take a common. So x square plus b by a into x. Let's see as it is. And here you make perfect square. So x square plus 2a b. So we have b as complete whole thing. So we need to have b square as well. Like a square plus 2ab plus b square. And because we have added this term, so we have to balance as well. Plus c. So this is like from here to here, it is your a plus b whole square.
How did
And
you
then,
get 2A?
sorry,
How did you get 2A, sir?
yeah, see, you have b by a in question. Na? I'm just trying to make perfect square.
Yeah,
So I
but
have
so
to,
how,
because I have introduced 2 here as well. Na? Like a square plus
oh,
2ab.
okay,
To
okay.
balance it, like we. Okay, now this a will multiply to this term as well. So it will become b square upon 4a plus c. A x plus b by a whole square minus b square minus 4ac upon 4a. So this is your x plus b by 2a whole square. This is your d, discriminant upon 4a. So bring this to left side. So it will be like x plus b by 2a whole square equal to 1 upon a y plus d by 4a. In the beginning, like, I already talked about, like, different parabolas in physics, in mathematical tools, right, Archit? So this is kind of x square equal to 4ay. This is the vertical parabola. We have like y square equal to 4ax. This is horizontal parabola. And this is a vertical parabola. Either like this or this. That will depend on the value of a. That is the leading coefficient. And this thing is known as vertex of the parabola. This thing is a vertex of the parabola. And how to find the vertex of the parabola? For that, in this equation, we equate this term and this term to 0. To find the coordinate of the vertex, equate x plus b by 2a to 0 So you'll get x equal to minus b by 2a and y plus d by 4a to 0. So we'll get y equal to minus d by 4a. So coordinate of the vertex is minus b by 2a and minus d by 4a. You need to remember this. When I'll talk about the graph of the quadratic equation, this will be very helpful. So you need to remember this thing. This is the formula of vertex minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Note it down completely.
Sir, I didn't understand the third step.
Third step. This thing.
Yes, sir.
I just made perfect square. Do you know how to make perfect square? Suppose you have x square plus 5x plus 4, and I want to make it make perfect square. So how do you write? A square plus 2a and b. So I need to write b as 5 by 2 because I have extra 2. So this and this will cancel and we'll have 5x because in question we have 5x. If it was 3x, then we had to write 3 by 2 to balance it. So now we have a square plus 2a and b. So we need to have b square as well. And because we have added this term, so we have to balance as well.
So
And we have,
in the fifth line, so you've written b minus 4ac, isn't it? Plus 4ac
I
above.
have taken minus out, na? Minus out. Just take minus out.
Then so
This will,
it should be positive right here. It should be plus 4b squared minus 4ac.
no. I have taken a minus out, na? So it is minus d only, na? When this will come to this side, na, then it will become plus. One moment. Hello. Okay, now, yeah, tell me, Shaina, sorry for the disturbance.
It's fine, sir. Sir, can you explain it again? I didn't understand what you were saying.
Where?
How did you, shouldn't it, if you take minus out, so it'll become plus, right? Minus
See,
and
na,
minus.
see. Here only, na, here only, na.
Yeah.
So just take minus out. So it will be like minus b squared by 4a minus c. Now take LCM. So it will be like b squared minus 4ac upon 4a. So this is your d. So same thing I written here, na? I have written.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted?
सर वो जो फॉर्मूला है x स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 4ay वाला,
हाँ,
उसमें
ओके,
सर
बोलो.
वो सब मतलब हमें इसमें अभी यूज है इसका नहीं है, और वो सब क्या है इसमें?
इसका यूज यहाँ पे होगा. ये जो वर्टेक्स है ना, जो वर्टेक्स हमने डिराइव किया ना, ये फॉर्मूला यूज होगा. इसके बारे में ज्यादा डिटेल में जब हम पैराबोला पढ़ेंगे ना, कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री में, तो ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. You can ignore this part, but note it down. You can ignore this part, but you have to focus on this thing. So this is the formula of the vertex that you need to remember. Minus b by 2a, comma minus d by 4a.
Done, sir.
Okay. Okay, no. You- Okay. Important no. Condition for rational roots. Condition for rational roots. See, okay, from here, let me do one more thing. So we derive like y plus, okay, x plus b by Okay, let me. Okay. So we have ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. And how do we find the roots? So we all know from class 9. So minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Suppose, so there is point condition of rational roots, right? So there are two roots from here. You can see x1 is when you take plus sign minus b plus under root d upon 2a, and x2 is minus b minus under root d by 2a. So we are now talking about rational roots. So when root will be rational? When this d will be perfect square, because if d won't be perfect square, so we'll have term of square root, and that will become irrational. So condition of rational root, for that we need to have a, b, c coefficients, real coefficients of this quadratic equation must be rational. Q means rational, and d has to be perfect square. If we have ABC rational and d perfect square means 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, something like that. Then only we can have rational roots. Otherwise, we'll have irrational roots. Second point is condition of integral root. You will be asked whether this equation will have integral root or not. In that case, suppose if we have a equal to 1 and b and c are integer. If we have a equal to 1, means leading coefficient 1, and b and c are integer, right? And roots of the equation is rational, means b has to be perfect square. Then only we can have integral roots. Then only we can have integral roots. So this is the condition for integral roots. A has to be 1.
So
And
can you
B
give
and
an
C are...
example?
Sorry, come again.
Can you give us an example, sir?
I'll tell you. I'll give you example. Don't worry. See, we can take example like suppose we have x square minus 8x plus 15 equal to 0, suppose. So A is 1, B is minus 8, and C is 15. So B and C are belongs to integer. They are integer. Now find whether we have to find whether this equation has integral roots or not. So A has to be 1, B and C has to be integer, and then roots must be rational. If roots are rational, then those roots will definitely be integers. So roots have to be rational. It means that discriminant has to be perfect square. So find discriminant. That is B square minus 4A and C. So this is perfect square. Yes. So we can say that we have integral roots. You can see x minus 3, x minus 5 equal to 0. So x is 3 and 5. These are integral roots, right?
सर क्यू क्या है?
Q means rational. जैसे हम लोग I बोलते हैं इंटीजर, वैसे Q को बोलते हैं रैशनल. नोटेशन है.
Sir, in this condition of integral roots, is it necessary for a to be 1?
Yes.
So what about the equation 2x square plus 2x square plus 8x plus 1?
This thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, your A is 2, B is 8, and C is 1. So both are integer. Find now D. Find now D. So that is B square minus 4AC. Is it rational? So is it perfect square? No. So we will not have integral roots. So if A is 1 and B and C are integer, and if roots are rational, then those roots must be integer. These are the condition. Understand it properly. You have to remember this condition.
But sir, if you find the roots of this equation, then
Okay, fine. X is minus B plus minus under root B square minus 4AC by 2A, that is 4. So minus 8 plus minus, this is under root 56. And this is not the perfect square. So you cannot remove
yes,
root. So we'll have irrational roots. Na?
yes, sir.
Noted, everyone? Okay. Shaina and Archit, noted?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. See, when we'll have imaginary roots or irrational roots, then one thing we must know that imaginary roots and irrational roots always occurs in pair. Note, irrational roots and imaginary roots always occurs in pair. Means, suppose you have roots like p plus root q. Suppose you have roots like p plus root q. So this is irrational. So another irrational root will have like this, p minus root q. So irrational root always occurs in pair. So if one root is irrational, then other root will also be irrational. If one root is imaginary means p plus iota q. You must be knowing a little bit about iota, right? So if you have roots like this, then another root will be p minus iota. So they occur in pair. They occur in conjugate. They are conjugate to each other. And one more point. Suppose if any quadratic equation has more than two roots, it means that
Isn't that a cubic equation, sir?
no. You see, any equation of any degree. Suppose any equation has a degree n. So we know that like the maximum number of roots we can have n, right? That
Yes.
cannot be more than degree of the polynomial. But in case in question like we are said that this equation of any degree is satisfied for all real value of x. It means that infinite number of x. It means that we have number of values of x that is satisfying the equation more than the degree of that equation. In that case, that won't be like quadratic or cubic or fourth degree of n degree. So that
Cubic
will
if
be
it
known as
has, so sir, cubic is if it has only three
three
roots,
degree.
right?
Yeah.
So this
Yes.
is anything above two.
Anything like cubic equation will have only three roots maximum. But
Yeah.
if we are said that this equation will have more than three roots, it means that that is no more cubic equation. That will be an identity. It means that quadratic equation will be an identity. Suppose I'll give you questions as well. Don't worry. Suppose we have ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, one quadratic equation. And in question it is said that this equation is satisfied for all value of x. But we know that this is quadratic equation. So we can have only two values of x. For that, this equation must be satisfied. But the question saying that this equation is satisfied for all value of x. It means that this is not quadratic equation. This is identity. And if any equation is identity, it means that all coefficients of all power of x, including constant, will be 0. So a will be 0, b will be 0, c will be 0. Only in that case it will be satisfied for all value of x. I'll prove this as well. Don't worry, later on. Just for the point, I noted here. Noted. Suppose we have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Suppose it has two roots, alpha and beta. We know that sum of the roots is minus b upon a. That is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x squared. And this b and a will come with proper sign. And the product of the roots is c upon a. Correct? Any quadratic equation can be written in factor form. How? Suppose ax square plus bx plus c. This can also be written as, so see, leading coefficient is a, so keep a outside. And then x minus first root into x minus second root. So any equation, not only quadratic equation, cubic, 4 degree, 5 degree, all equations can be written in the form of its root. This is called factor form. This is one point. Second point is, see, we have second degree general equation in two variables, x and y, like this. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So we we'll talk much more about this equation later on. But right now I'm telling you, because in this chapter we'll have a few questions based on that. So where will we ask whether this equation can be expressed in two linear factors or not. So the only condition that we need to remember is we have to find delta, that is ABC plus 2FGH minus ABC plus 2FGH minus AF squared minus BG squared minus CH squared. So this is the condition for above equation to be resolved into two linear factors. Means you will be given this kind of equation, and you will be asked find two linear equations, right? Because if you multiply two linear equations means power of x is 1, then you will get terms of having like no power of x and y as 2. So you'll be asked to find the linear equations from which we can make this quadratic equation. So if you're asked to find the linear equations, then there will be a different way that I'll tell you. But if you're asked, suppose, check whether this second degree general equation can be resolved into two factors or not. So for that, we have to check this thing, delta. So ABC plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square. If this is zero, then we can say that, yes, this equation can be resolved into two factors, like we factorize, right? Note it down.
So what is F and G? I didn't understand.
These are the coefficients. It will be
Okay.
like 2x squared plus 4xy plus 6y squared plus 10x plus 18y plus 12, something like that. So when
Oh.
we'll be given this equation, first we have to compare this equation to this equation and find A, B, G, F, C, H, everything, and then put in this expression. And if this coming out to be 0, then we can say that this equation can be resolved into two linear factors, else not.
Okay.
We'll have questions, don't worry.
So imaginary numbers will come within this concept or the next chapter.
Complex number, that is different chapter.
Okay.
सर
Yes.
सर एक और था ना अल्फा बीटा का जिसमें डिफरेंस निकलता था
अच्छा, बता देता हूँ, बता।
सर यहाँ डेल्टा से क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, समझे?
डेल्टा एक सिंबल है खाली।
सर वो मतलब यूज किस लिए हो रहा है वो क्या है?
यूज हमें डेल्टा निकालना होगा, जिसका फॉर्मूला ऐसे लिखा जाता है ABC प्लस 2FGH माइनस AF स्क्वायर माइनस BG स्क्वायर माइनस CH स्क्वायर। इसका वैल्यू निकालते हैं और ये वैल्यू 0 आ गया तो हम कह सकते हैं कि इस पूरे इक्वेशन को दो डिफरेंट पार्ट में ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, मतलब फैक्टराइज कर सकते हैं। क्वेश्चन लिख बताऊंगा, क्वेश्चन लूंगा। ओके, डन। देखो यहाँ पे one more point is there that she has raised. That is really not required, but ठीक है, we'll talk. See, like we find sum of the roots, product of the roots. Like that, we can also find difference of the roots. So this can be written as A minus B is like A plus B ka, or A minus B whole square is like A plus B whole square minus 4 AB. Put the value of alpha plus beta here. So this will be like B square upon A square minus 4 C by A. So this is your, if you take LCM, this. So this is D upon A square. So just take a square, it will be like plus minus under root D upon A. So this is under root D upon mod A. So this is how you can also remember this formula, but like how many formula you will remember? Right, Shreya? You're talking about the same thing?
हाँ सर, या गेस टेस्ट में भी था सर ऐसा।
ओके, पेस में ऐसे टेस्ट होते हैं क्या? ये फॉर्मूला पूछता है?
नहीं सर, आप जो टेस्ट लिए थे उसमें एक पार्ट में ये करना था
अच्छा,
वैसे।
मेरे टेस्ट में। अच्छा, तो डिराइव कर सकते हो तो नोट कर लो। नोटेड। चलो, लेट्स मूव अहेड। लेट्स डू वन क्वेश्चन। कैन यू गाइस ट्राई? Do you think that you'll do it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, just 2 minutes.
Hmm.
सर 254 है क्या?
Yes, Shreya, something like that only. I think 256, I think. 254. Correct, Shreya. Shreya rocks. Great, Shreya. Sinha ji, how was your practical?
अरे सर फिजिक्स पता नहीं क्या ही था, कुछ तो
तो
करा।
क्या होगा?
अरे वो वाइवा में मैम क्वेश्चन इतने अजीब, एक तो पता नहीं वो मैम को पता नहीं क्या तकलीफ है
अरे
बच्चों
भाई
से।
बात तुम तो अभी की बोल रही हो। जब मैं when I was in BTech ना, I was very bad guy in my department, right?
हाँ
And once my professor asked in Viva, like, so what is the minimum distance up to which you can see an object? So it was, I think, 25 millimeter, na? It is 25 millimeter, na? Something like, I
मिली
said 25, I said 25 centimeter. Like, उसने क्या किया, इस पेन को यहाँ ले आया, बोला कैन यू सी दिस? हमने कहा नो सर। व्हाई? सर ये 25 सेंटीमीटर से नजदीक आ गया है, लेकिन मुझे दिख रहा है ना। बट वो ठीक है, चलता है भाई में।
So,
और पर वाइवा वाज लाइक ऑफ 10 मार्क्स, पता नहीं क्यों इतना
दे
ज्यादा।
देते हैं, अच्छे से बात करके आओ, मतलब बढ़िया से बात करके। नहीं भी आता है ना, फिर भी लाइक थोड़ा पोलाइटली डिसेंटली बात करके आओगे ना। नहीं सर, तो नहीं आता, नेक्स्ट टाइम पढ़ लूंगी, ये पढ़
so
लूंगी।
we also have practicals. We just finished it today.
कंप्लीट लाइक ऑल practicals?
Yeah, we had 12 hours.
Oh,
है
wow.
All three
So,
subjects. All four.
so, so you started at 3 a.m.
No, we split it into 2 days. So yesterday and today.
Okay, okay.
हमारा प्रैक्टिकल सर सुबह सुबह था ना, और सुबह सुबह मेरे बैच का फिजिक्स ही था, और मैम को पता नहीं मैम का दिन अच्छा नहीं गया होगा, इतना ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट और मतलब इतना ज्यादा वो हो गई थी ना, ऐसे थोड़ी खरूस टाइप हो गई थी मैम आज।
अगर तुम्हारे बैच में तो बच्चे भी महान ही है ना, सारे के सारे।
लेकिन हमारे बैच में कंपैरेटिवली अच्छे बच्चे हैं दैन दूसरे सेक्शन, और बाद में मैम आकर ये खुद बोलती है क्लास में, तो हमने बोला इतना ज्यादा फिर क्यों। और केमिस्ट्री में तो केमिस्ट्री बहुत अच्छा गया, उसमें सॉल्ट एनालिसिस था वगैरह, तो अच्छा था।
चलो बढ़िया है।
So I'm not understanding how to approach this.
Okay, let me tell you. See, question says that, acha, only Shreya has done this, and IUC and Shaina Sehwani, Abro, Archit,
नहीं।
Abro.
नहीं सर।
अच्छा देखो, सुनो, see, question says that alpha and beta are the roots of the equation this। तो ठीक है, इक्वेशन देखो, ये एक्स स्क्वायर, इसको अलग कर दो, एक्स का टर्म को ब्रिंग लाइक सिमिलर टर्म्स टुगेदर। So this will be like 1 minus k into x and plus 5 equal to 0, right? This is the quadratic equation. And this equation has two roots, alpha and beta. Alpha and beta, two roots. So first thing you must do is find sum of the roots, that is minus. What is b? 1 minus k. What is a? K. And what is the product of the roots? C upon a. What is c? 5. And what is A? K. Okay, you got this thing? Okay, fine. So K minus 1 upon K. You got alpha plus beta. Now, we have been given one more relation, right? So use this relation. Take LCM, alpha square plus beta square into 5, cross multiply, kar do, 4 into alpha into beta. This alpha square plus beta square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 4, minus 2 alpha beta, and then this is 4 alpha beta. So 5 times alpha plus beta whole square can be written as 14 times alpha beta. Just bring this term to right. Now put the value. What is the value of alpha plus beta? Here we have K minus 1 upon K. K minus 1 upon K whole square equal to 14. What is alpha beta? Alpha into beta, that is 5 upon K. So this is 5. So 5 gone. 5 gone. This is K square minus 2K plus 1 upon K square equal to 14 upon K. And we know that K can't be 0. So just cancel K from here. K square 2K plus 1 equal to 14K. Bring 14K to the left. This is like minus 16K plus 1 equal to 0. Now you can see that we have again quadratic in K. Now it is saying that K1 and K2 are the two values of K. Means K1 and K2 are its roots. So again find K1 plus K2, sum of the roots, that is minus B. B is minus 16 upon A is 1. So this is 16. Product of the roots K1 into K2 is C by A. Now again we have to find this value. Let's put here K1 by K2 plus K2 by K1. This is K1 square plus K2 square upon K1 into K2. So here A square plus B square. This can be written as A plus B ka whole square minus 2AB upon K1 into K2. K1 plus K2. You put the value here. 16 square. That is 256. Minus 2 into K1 K2. 1 upon 1. That is 254. Understood?
So how did you get 5 into alpha square plus beta square equals 4 alpha beta?
From here. Just take LCM. This will be like alpha square plus beta square upon alpha into beta and then cross multiply. Understood or not?
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, I was on mute.
Note it down.
So can you scroll down a little bit?
Done, everyone?
So 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir.
Next question, guys. Here is the next question. Solve it. अब ब्रो कहाँ गया? ओह अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, डाउन था, मुझे दिखा नहीं. ओके.
So what was the formula for alpha minus beta again?
Don't remember that formula, but ठीक है, that is fine. Root d upon mod a.
Okay.
But if you remember, it's all right. But if you don't remember, then apply that formula, like the way I derived it. Or you can remember alpha minus difference of root is under root square root of d upon mod a, or plus minus square root of d upon a. Whatever. Okay, let me solve. See.
So 1 minute, sir.
Acha,
Six.
okay.
Yes, sir, you can explain.
Okay, let me do. See, question says that alpha, beta are the roots of this. It means that we can find sum of the roots and we can find product of the roots. Correct? Gamma and delta are the roots of this. So we can again find sum of the roots, product of the roots. Now we have to find the value of this. So alpha minus gamma into beta minus gamma into alpha minus delta, beta minus delta. Do one thing. Take these two terms together. Take these two terms together. Multiply it. Multiply it. You will get alpha beta minus alpha gamma minus beta gamma plus gamma square. And here you will get alpha beta minus alpha delta minus delta beta plus delta square. Here you can see this is alpha plus beta into gamma plus gamma square. This is alpha beta minus alpha plus beta into delta plus delta square. Put the value of alpha into beta, that is 1. Alpha plus beta, that is minus p. So minus minus plus. And then gamma square. Alpha beta is 1 minus plus p delta plus delta square. Correct? Now multiply these two terms. So 1 multiply by 1 to each 3 terms. P square gamma delta plus p gamma into delta square plus gamma square plus p gamma square delta plus gamma delta whole square. So 1. Now we have delta here and we have gamma here. So take p out. So gamma plus delta. And then here we can see that p square into gamma delta. And then or you can say that we have gamma delta here and no, sorry. Gamma delta, no. We have only one gamma delta. Okay, fine. This is gamma delta. And now we have here you can see that we have p gamma delta square and p gamma square delta. So from here we can take p and gamma delta comma. So we'll be having gamma plus delta, right? And then we have all the gamma square plus delta square. So this is gamma plus delta whole square minus 2 gamma into delta, because now we have to convert this into this form because we have to use this thing. Gamma plus delta x minus q and then gamma into delta 1. Put all the values here. So 1 is 1, gamma plus delta is minus q, that is p into minus q minus pq plus p square into 1 plus p into 1 into minus p minus q gamma plus delta. Here minus q whole square minus 2 into 1. You can see this is some mistake, I think. Some mistake, 1 minute.
सर -2 गामा डेल्टा कैसे आया?
Then, yeah. यहाँ से गामा स्क्वायर प्लस डेल्टा स्क्वायर को ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर को लिख दिया, ए प्लस बी का होल स्क्वायर माइनस 2ab.
So what is the fourth term, sir, in the in that equation? Fifth term.
Wait. I think there is some mistake. I think. Wait. Let me multiply again. See, here it is correct, right? 1 plus p. Correct. Now multiply here. 1 plus p delta plus delta square, and then p gamma plus p square gamma delta plus p gamma delta square, and then gamma square plus p gamma square delta, and then a gamma delta whole square. Acha, here I made the mistake. It was my mistake, I think. So 1 plus, you can take this together. P you can take out, gamma plus delta, and then you can see gamma square plus delta square. So this gamma square plus delta square, and then here from here and here you can take no, why it is p square. Take one. P square, that is fine. So here it is p square into gamma delta, and from here and here you can take p gamma delta out. You will be having gamma plus delta, right? And then in last we have gamma into delta whole square. So this is 1. Gamma plus delta is minus q. Put here, this is minus q. And this will be your C. Gamma square plus delta square can be written as gamma plus delta whole square minus 2 gamma delta. So minus q whole square and minus 2. So this is q square minus 2. And this is p square into gamma delta is 1 plus p into gamma delta 1, and gamma plus delta is minus q, and plus 1 whole square. Now I can see that 1 plus 1, 2 or minus 2 gone. Some mistake.
So how did you get gamma delta squared? Shouldn't it be gamma delta to the power of 4?
Why 4? Gamma square into delta square, na? So both have
Oh,
same power.
sorry.
I think there is some mistake. I'm making some mistake, I think. No. I think some typo in question only. I think it should be minus. If it is minus, then we'll have this is plus. And then if this is plus, we'll have gamma plus delta, that is plus q. No. I think some mistake, some typo in the question, I guess. Oh, I think, yeah, there is some typo in question. Let me correct it. Typo is here. This has to be positive. This has to be positive. Now it's correct. Now see, this will be positive. This will be positive, and this will be negative. Now you can simplify it. You will get the answer. There was some correction in the question. This is 1 minus p delta plus delta square plus p gamma minus p square gamma delta, and p gamma delta square plus gamma square minus p delta gamma square and gamma delta whole square. Put the value. See here. No, I think there is some mistake in this question. This is not creating a lot of problem actually. Wait, I think this thing. Wait. Here you can see, take minus p out from here and here. No, or plus p out, gamma minus delta And then you can see that this term and this term, you can bring together gamma square plus delta square. And this term and this term, you can, no. Here you can see that minus p square gamma into delta is 1. Put 1 here. And in this term and in this term, you can see, you can take p gamma delta out. This is delta minus gamma. And here it is 1 square. So 1 plus 1, that is 2 plus p gamma minus delta. Here it can be written as a square plus b square, a plus b whole square minus 2 a into b. This is minus p square. And here gamma into delta is 1. So take minus out. So it will become p gamma minus delta. Now you can see plus p gamma minus delta minus p gamma minus delta. And you can see this is 2 plus gamma plus delta is minus q, that is whole square plus q square minus 2 gamma into delta 1. So 1 minus p square. So this is gone. So answer is q square minus p square. So there was some typo, right? So after correction, we solve it. Understood?
Sir, sir, I have sent you my method. Sir, what mistake am I doing?
Where?
Sir, on WhatsApp.
You are doing the same mistake that I did now. There was a correction in question. It is alpha plus delta into beta plus delta.
No, sir, I'm taking RHS first.
RHS. No, don't do that. Always start with the bigger term so that you can easily get the smaller term. You cannot do not go like in reverse direction. You will face problem.
Okay, sir, I thought there was a lot of multiplication on this side, so I thought I could take.
Note it down.
Done, sir.
Noted, everyone.
So just
Yes,
1
sir.
minute.
Ayushi noted.
Sir, almost. Sir, 1 minute. Done, sir.
Okay. See, let me tell you one very good, very important thing. See, we have ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And this quadratic equation will have two roots. So we write sum of the roots as minus b by a. It is basically, okay, fine, wait. Alpha beta equal to c by a. Suppose we have a polynomial of degree n. So an xn plus an minus 1 xn minus 1 plus an minus 2 xn minus 2 plus ax plus a naught at 0. So this is the polynomial of degree n. So we'll have n different roots x1, x2, x3, xn. First we write sum of the roots taken one at it. Sum of the roots taken one at a time. That is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 like that. So just simply write this as summation of x1. It means that x1 plus x2 plus up to xn. That is basically minus coefficient of x raised to n minus 1 upon coefficient of x raised to n like this. We have degree of 2. So we are taking minus coefficient of x raised to n minus 1. So 2 minus 1, right? If and after that sum of the roots taken 2 at a time, like x1 x2 plus x1 x3 and like. So out of like n, you have to make all possible combination of two items at a time. So we can simply write this as summation x1 into x2 equal to c. We'll start with like minus, plus, minus, plus. This is the convention, alternate plus minus sign we have to take. Plus coefficient of x raised to n minus 2 upon coefficient of x raised to n. And like that, we'll keep on going, right? So see, so the our main concern is we have taken some of the roots taken one at a time. That is minus coefficient of x, that is minus b upon a, and product of the. So we have, because we have only two roots, so we cannot take some of the roots taken two at a time. So this will be the only thing. Suppose we have cubic equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. This equation will have three roots. Let's say alpha, beta, gamma maximum. If you find sum of the roots, that can be written as summation any variable you can take. That is minus coefficient of x square. So minus b upon a. After that, sum of the roots taken two at a time. That is c upon a minus plus minus alternative. And then sum of the roots taken three at a time. So that is a product. So that is minus d upon a. In case we have, suppose, biquadratic equation. Biquadratic means of degree 4, like this. ax4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e equal to 0. So in this case, we can see that we can have four different roots. That is alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. So we can take some of the roots taken one at a time. That is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. That is again minus b by a. Some of the roots taken two at a time. We can take any two variable. It means that alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus alpha delta plus beta gamma plus beta delta plus gamma delta. All possible combination taken two at a time. That is c upon a. And then some of the roots taken three at a time. So alpha beta gamma. It can be written alpha beta gamma plus alpha beta delta plus beta gamma delta and plus gamma delta alpha. So this is minus d by a, and then in the last taken four at a time. That is product of the roots. So this can be written as E upon N. That is how we can proceed for any degree, right? Understood? So note it down. Note it down and you have to remember this.
First
In
part.
same flow. Note it down.
So I didn't understand the first part from the polynomial.
This part,
No, to the right side. Yeah.
this thing. This is in general. This is in general. I try to make you understand, like, if degree of the polynomial is n. So that is how we go. So some of the roots
So
taken
is
one
that
at a time.
so is that n, x, or m, sir?
No, this is x raised to n. An is the coefficient, leading coefficient, and x raised to n.
No, so in the bottom equation. So summation of n1. What is that? Yeah, summation of,
This thing.
yeah.
This is x1, any variable you can take. It means that we are adding all the variables, taking one at a time. X1 plus x2 plus x3 plus xn.
Okay. Sir.
हर चीज समझ में आ रहा है? हर चीज
यस सर समझ आ रहा है।
So why did you take it as plus minus plus minus?
This is the convention.
So what does that mean? So what did you say?
This is the convention. This is the way we use it.
Oh, okay. I heard something else.
So in the first line, what is the last term in the LHS?
This
No,
this
no, sir,
thing.
no, sir. No, sir. That an x raised to n in that one. That LHS, what's the last term?
Where it is? This one.
Uh, uh, no, sir. Top of the page.
This one.
No, sir. An x raised to n plus a n
This
minus
one.
1. That one. Yes, sir. Last term of that
A n minus
LHS.
1 x raised to n minus 1 and then a into x plus a not equal to 0.
A naught. Okay, sir.
Done, everyone? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do one very small question. Let alpha and beta are the roots of equation x cube minus px minus 4 equal to g, where p belongs to real number. Such that 2 alpha plus beta equal to 0. Then the value of 2 alpha cube plus beta cube equals. बताओ इसका वैल्यू कितना होगा? ऑप्शन दे देता हूँ 6, B, 9, C, 12, D, 48. Tell me the answer.
So there are only two roots.
Two roots. I'm not talking about roots. This is cubic equation. So it may have maximum 3 real roots.
Yes, sir. So alpha and beta are only given. Okay.
So when you multiply roots, they have to be different roots, right? So it has to be alpha plus beta or alpha into beta.
See, now we have cubic equation here. See, let me solve it. We have cubic equation here. So cubic equation means, like, we can have maximum 3 real roots. X cube minus px minus 4 equal to 0. So now, without thinking much, just assume that it will have 3 roots: alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, no. Let alpha, beta are the roots of this. So obviously, you will have third root as well. So let's gamma is the third root. Right? Now we know that sum of the roots, alpha plus beta plus gamma, can be written as minus b upon a. What is that b? That is coefficient of x square. And there is no x square here. So coefficient of x square is 0. So this has 0 upon a. A is 1. Understood? So first thing you do, compare this with general equation of 3 degree. Ax square, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. So this is the general equation in 3rd degree. Now compare these things. So a equal to 1 B equal to 0, C equal to minus P, D equal to minus 4. Now apply this. Now you can see that some of the roots taken 2 at a time. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equal to C by A. What is that C? Minus B. Alpha into beta into gamma, that is minus D by A. And what is D? Minus 4. So minus of minus 4. Gone. Okay. Now you can see that you can use from here this information. Gamma is minus alpha minus beta, right? And beta is given as minus 2 alpha from here. So this will be minus 3 alpha. So gamma is minus 3 alpha. Now we have to find this value. So alpha beta you have to find. If you find the value of suppose okay, now we can do one thing. See, in this information we can use alpha, let it alpha as alpha only. Beta can be written as minus 2 alpha. So put here for beta, this is minus 2 alpha, and gamma you can put minus 3 alpha. Minus 3 alpha, that is equal to 4. So you can see that. So this is 6 alpha cube equal to 4. So alpha cube is 2 upon 3. We got alpha cube. And we know that beta is here. Beta is how much? That is minus 2 alpha. Just cube of beta. That is minus 8 into alpha cube.
The
So minus
alpha.
8 into,
So it's minus 3 alpha, not gamma.
sorry,
It's minus 3 alpha, not gamma.
where?
Yeah. Next equation. Yeah. So
Here?
above.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we got beta q as well. So put the both the value over here. 2 into alpha q we got 2 by 3. And beta q we got minus 16 by 3. Okay. You haven't got the answer. Wait one moment. Gamma is minus alpha minus beta. Oh, my bad. Beta is minus 2 alpha, na? So this is, wait, hold on. There is a mistake. This should be minus alpha, plus alpha only. Wait. Rosina. There is a mistake over here. See. Beta is how much? Minus 2 alpha. So you have to put beta over here. So minus alpha. Minus of beta is minus 2 alpha. So this is minus alpha, minus plus. That is plus alpha only. So there is a mistake over here. That's why we did not get the answer, correct answer. So alpha into beta is minus 2 alpha and gamma is plus alpha. That is equal to 4. So this is gone. So alpha cube is minus 2. Now from here, we know that beta is minus 2 alpha. Let's take cube to both the sides. So beta cube is minus 8 into alpha cube. And alpha cube is minus 2. So this is plus 16. Put over here. 2 into minus 2 alpha cube and plus beta cube is 16 we got. So we have 12. Understood?
So how, sir? It is 16 minus. Oh, it's 2 into alpha.
Noted? Okay, one small, that was it, but, and I want to give you one question as homework that you will solve and tell me in next class. Homework. If A is less than B is less than C is less than D. Then the equation x minus A into x minus C plus 2 times x minus B into x minus D equal to 0 has option imaginary roots, B option equal roots, C option distinct real roots, and D none. You can solve.
सर पिछले क्वेश्चन का 12 था ना आंसर?
क्या बोल रहे हो?
सर पिछले क्वेश्चन का आंसर 12 था ना?
हाँ हाँ,
सर क्लास हो गया?
हो गया ना? ओके, डन. We'll meet tomorrow then.
थैंक यू सर.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Bye. Bye.